Why spend countless hours revisiting old memories, rewriting chapters, and searching for the right words when you've already built successful businesses, earned recognition in your profession, traveled the world, and reached a point in life where comfort is no longer something you chase, but something you quietly live with? If you ask most people, they would probably say, this is the season to slow down, to enjoy what they have built and finally rest. But honestly, I don't think my boss has ever been wired that way. Because long before there were businesses, before the titles, and before the recognition, there was a young boy who understood what it meant to have very little, and perhaps that part of him never really left. Success changed his circumstances, but it never changed his heart. Even today, at 51, he still wakes up asking the same question he has asked himself for decades. How can I help one more person today? Sometimes the answer becomes a new business. Sometimes it becomes a livelihood opportunity. Sometimes it becomes a scholarship, a foundation, a conversation, or simply believing in someone long before they believe in themselves. And this time, it became 4 books. I have had the privilege of watching these books came to life. And what surprised me was that they were never written to tell people how successful my boss has become. They were written because he believes that whatever life has taught him is no longer his alone to keep. These pages carry more than business strategies, more than stories, more than advice. They carry decades of victories that taught him humility, failures that taught him resilience, relationships that taught him compassion, and experiences that convince him that the greatest wealth a person can accumulate is wisdom shared with others. To me, these books feel less like publications and more like a library. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to introduce our featured author, a social and serial entrepreneur, educator, licensed customs broker for 30 years now, mentor, and above all, a man who continues to prove that purpose does not retire, but that the generosity has no finish line, and that the greatest legacy we can live is not what we build, but the lives we help build. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Michael V. Miranda.
Anyway, hindi ko alam eh, walang cue. Anyway, una, praise God muna, palapakan po na natin si Ken. Sunod, palakpakan natin ang ating mga sarili. Please. Why? Kasi may nakita ko dito, may galing Masbate pa, may mentee ako na taga Masbate. Thank you, Dixon. Tapos, of course, natutuwa ako, nandito yung boss ko for 8 years, Atty. Nage. And of course, hindi ko kayo maisa-isa, yung mga kaibigan ko. Sabi nga, we can earn more money but we cannot earn more time. So the mere fact na nandito kayo, binigay niyo yung oras niyo dito sa ating salo-salo na to, sa gatherings na to. Siguro, isa ako sa pinakamasayang tao right now. Yan. So, sabi nung isang reporter kanina na taga Net25, mamadali lang siya, Marina. Bakit daw ginawa to? Bakit sinulat?
Nandito ba?
Ayun, yun. Nandito ba pala? Sorry. Akala ko umalis ka na. Anyway, siguro yung keyword niya dito, MSME. Micro, Small, Medium Enterprise. 20 years na akong Go Negosyo Mentor. Ang MSME is 99.6% ng businesses sa Pilipinas. Again, 99.6. 0.4 lang yung hindi kasama doon. So, backbone of the economy pala tayo. So, bakit ba kailangan siya? Maraming tao nangangapa. It's a cliche, gas-gas na. Pero, pagka, sabi nga sa kanina, magpapaturo ka pa mag-drive sa isang taong hindi marunong mag-drive. So, maraming pagkakamali ako sa negosyo na palagay ko kung uulitin ko pa ngayon, hindi ko nakakayanin. So kung magkakamali pa kayo, please tanungin nyo na si Juan, si Pedro, at dito sa books na to, na negosyong stock na sa'yo, iba yung kay David, puro mga Bible character pala to, iba yung kay Joseph, iba yung kay Martha. So please, huwag kang mainggit sa katabi mo. Ang tanungin mo, God, bakit pa ako nandito? Ano ba yung binigay mo sa akin purpose? Ano yung binigay mong talent sa akin? At yun na lang ang gamitin mo. At awa ng Diyos, bibigyan ka niya ng direksyon. Pangalawa, bakit ba may librong ganito? Tulad na nasabi ko kanina, sorry, mababaw yung luha ko, tumulo ng konti kanina. Kasi, my father was shot when I was 7 years old. Maybe it's a childhood trauma, I don't know. Sa harapan ko, nabuhay pa rin siya, pero ang bigat kasi dinala siya sa Lemery Hospital. Hindi siya salinan ng dugo, hindi siya operahan kasi wala kaming pera. So, mahirap maging mahirap. Tapos, alas 2 siya ng hapon na baril, alas 8 na ng gabi, hindi pa siya napasasalinan. Dinala siya sa Batangas City, which is 4 hours away. Pangit pa yung kalsada nun. 2 a.m. na, hindi pa. Tanda-tanda ako, dumating yung kapatid kong sundalo, 4 a.m. Saka pa lang siya yata. So, praise God, nabuhay pa rin si tatay, pero pamula nun, tumanim sa isip ko, ang hirap pala maging mahirap. So, kailangan pala talaga magsikap. So, yung mga tao nangangarap ngayon, alam ko hindi lang sa room na to, o meron ka ng tinayo, gusto mong ma-i-align, naniniwala ako itong libro na to mag-guide sa atin, pare-pareho. Hindi lang sa inyo, pati sa akin. And, of course, subject to dun sa aming Bible study ng isang araw, nandito yung isang kasama, Mr. Gary G, Gary D pa. Yung, ano ba yung sabi, bakit ba lagi natin kailangan tumulong? Sabi ko nga kahit kalahati lang kahit manananggal, yung kalahati lang. Mas may isang soul tayo na natulungan. Kasi, nabasa ko kasi doon sa final judgment, doon sa Matthew 25:40. Nakalagay doon, sabi niya, truly, I believe anything that you do to the least of my brother and sister, you did it for me. Pero mo yun, pag may nagawa ka pala sa isang kapatid mo, ay ginagawa mo pala yun sa kay God. Yun lang. Yun yung inspiration ko na hopefully makatulong sa ating lahat. And siguro lastly is, palagay ko, sorry, kulang ako sa tulog siguro na-excite or maybe dahil masyadong maganda yung buhok ko ngayon, kaya hindi ako masyadong nakatulog Anyway, pero siguro ito siguro pinakamahalaga. Kung ano man nangyayari sa buhay natin, it's naniniwala ako inaalaw ni God. Inaalaw niya. Kasi may kapatid ako nag-sleep and literally hindi na siya nagising. So naniniwala ako, the mere fact na nagising tayo kanina, magkakasama tayo, inaalaw niya tayo, magkita-kita tayo dito. And hopefully, this book, hindi lang siya dito tayo nagkita, habang nakasama niyo at hawak niyo to, sana naman pwede niyo bang pahiram doon sa mga hindi kayang bumili. Kasi, akala ko ang kuryente, luxury. First year college na ako na nagkaroon ng kuryente sa lugar namin. So, yung tong librong ito, na hinihiram ko doon sa mga kasamahan ko sa mga mas matanda sa akin, ito yung kakampi ko. Parang bago yung gasera pati, yun yung unang binabasa ko. And naniniwala ako, with too much energy that we're consuming right now, lalo na AI, nandun ako sa Silicon Valley nung nandun ako sa States, grabe, hindi kakayanin ng kuryente natin. So isang araw, ito pa rin yung magdadala, the heart book. At kung katulad ko kayo, na mahilig mag-color, mag-slide ng ballpens, o magtupi, masarap pa rin hinahawakan yung ring. Yun lang po, at kung may katanungan kayo, I'm willing to answer. Thank you.